It's a long time from season to season. You know, you finish up in November and you go through all those winter workouts, and then you go through spring ball, you go through summer preparation, and then you can't wait to get started and get on the field. But the big thing about it, I told our team, you know, we need to wait a little bit. We need to enjoy each day and really, really stick to this process. Yeah, I think a lot of people, when we made the transition from the GLIAC to the GMAC, I think everybody thought, oh, here, you're going into a lesser league. But you look at our schedule, I mean, top to bottom, it's as good as it can be. You know, we play two of the tougher teams. I know that Ohio Dominican and Hillsdale were picked 1-2 in the league. Play both those teams on the road. We open up on the road against Tiffin, and the last two times we played them, it's come down to one play at the end of the game. You have Ferris State. It's going to be a top 5 team coming into your place in week 2. And you play Tuskegee, Alabama, week 4 as a playoff team. So, you know, our schedule is nothing to scoff at. It is a very, very tough schedule, top to bottom. And, you know, league-wise, I think, you know, everyone's excited and anticipating to see what this league's going to bring. I think after the first year, people are going to take really a good look, and there's going to be a strong national presence when it comes to the GMAC. Offensively, we've been pretty consistent over the last 6 seasons. We've been a pretty good offense. There's no doubt about it. I mean, the numbers show for themselves. The big thing I've stressed that offense is we need to score more touchdowns. You know, I don't think our yardage input, our output, and our totals, you know, they don't equate to the number of touchdowns we score. We move the ball, very well the last couple of years, but I'd like to see the scoreboard bring up a little more. I'd love to get to the point where we're averaging over 40 points. It is great to have Reese Jervis, the starting quarterback, returning, as well as Adam Berkey. I think he's had a great spring and a great winter, and I think he's ready to play if need be, and that's a good thing. I mean, it starts with that guy. You know, you need a good quarterback to win games, but, you know, we have some weapons, but at the same time, we got to do a really good job of keeping this game pretty simple and taking what the defense gives us and capitalizing on opportunities. It's been a work in progress. You know, it's funny, you know, the past affects the future. And in 2011, when I had the opportunity to become the head coach and we brought in the new staff, the defense was pretty depleted. We had a couple decent guys on defense, and we had to build from the ground up. And it's taken time, it really has, to build that foundation and recruit the right guys. And the defensive coaches have done a tremendous job of putting these guys in place. And I thought, you know, late in the year, as we got down the stretch, I thought they played really, really solid football against some really good opponents. And if we could play some good defense, I think we're going to have that much better chance to win. The motto of this program has been pretty consistent. It's been win the day. And our guys understand that it's not a slogan. It's truly a way of life on and off the field. And we've kind of tied in this one team with the whole win the day thing. And one team is very important to us. There's no one bigger than the team. You know, and every person has just as much impact on the team as anyone else, whether you're a true freshman, never going to play a snap this year, or the starting quarterback is going to take a ton of snaps this year. So I think that message has been consistent throughout, and we keep doing that. I think we're going to be successful. One of the units and one of the sides of the ball that is very overlooked is the special teams. You know, we have a lot of really good players in those units. A lot of our starters play on those units. I know there's some of those times that they're just kind of thankless plays, like, hey, just get the job done and move forward. But, you know, yeah, we have Patrick Rusher back returning as a punter. We're excited about him. Like I said, he's been pretty consistent the last 2 years. We're going to have to replace a kicker, so we're going to have a new guy kicking off, as well as extra points and field goals. And I know you can't do it without leadership and veteran leadership, and we have a great group of seniors. I mean, if you look at some of those guys, from Andrew Alton to Aaron Ivory, you know, to Johnny Hopkins, to Arion Kozak, to Ashton Elmore, Chauncey Bridges, Dowda Silla, you know, Darnell Fields. Those are our seniors, and those guys, you know, we're going to have to rely heavily on those guys, and they've been in the program. They understand the workload. They understand the expectations on and off the field, and if they have their best seasons, we'll have a really good year. It's very important, and you look at our offensive staff. Coach Corey Allen and Coach Troy Rothenbuehler have been here from day one, and those guys have just been, you know, they have been the cornerstones and the foundation of this program that we started to kind of turn back, you know, into a championship winning team. And those guys, I can't say enough about what they've done. But then Jason Macrinos and Tom Rebels, co-defense coordinators, have been here. This is season 3, and they have really moved this defense forward fast. And then we have the addition of Darius Davis as our defensive line coach, who after, you know, what week 1 is I'm really excited to have him a part of the staff. And then you miss some of those role guys, you know, Kyle Rosansky, our wide receiver coach, Dylan Blanc, who played last year, is going to be working with our running backs. Jason Nixon is in his second season coaching the safeties. Coach Eric Baker, who's worked with the tight ends, who's been with us now 4 or 5 years. So there's a lot of continuity. There's a lot of comfortability between the staff, and we work really good together. You know, I've been on some staffs where offense and defense, you know, they didn't get along very well. And I would say these guys are all on the same page. They know that each one can help the other achieve the goals that we're set out to accomplish.